There we go. Calling Basil. All right.
Calling Basil.
That is a huge trout in that picture.
And we're calling. Hello, is this Basil? Basil, how you doing? This is Paul, Outsider Tackle Box radio show and podcast. I have my good buddy Tommy in the studio with me. Say hi, Tommy.
Hey, what's going on, Basil? How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, fellas? Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Thanks for coming on the show. Sorry we're late. My fault.
Paul's been running late all dang day.
Yeah, I showed up late to the studio, and this is probably my first time ever.
And I won't let him live it down.
And when Paul shows up late, the equipment doesn't get turned on. Like nobody else knows how to. Nor do they want to learn how to turn it on.
You're absolutely right. I don't want, because you know what? Here's
they
the
know
problem.
Where the on switch is, but they can't start it.
Well, here's the problem.
On the computer.
Here's the deal. I refuse to learn because then you expect too much of me. And anybody that knows me, you included.
Oh, man.
If you expect too much from me, I will sadly disappoint you. So, therefore, meh.
Yeah, here's Tommy's idea. And he'll even tell you, if I do something, you're going to expect it from me later. So exactly. I'd rather not even try.
Exactly.
So...
Yeah.
I showed him how to edit. Mm-hmm. He's seen me do it. He's seen me turn on all the equipment, but he will not commit any of that to memory.
Nope.
There's just he refuses.
You know what happens though? Because if I put something new in there, something old's gonna leave, and I need all the stuff that I got in there already.
So yes, I'm the tardy one. So we ran a little bit late. So thanks for being a good sport and waiting for us. I know we had a scheduled time for you, and we're a bit past it. But you did send in a monster trout. So the format of the fish story is to let us know what bait you were using, where you caught the fish.
Yes.
And the size of it, if you had a way to measure it in any way. So this is your fish story, and we'll let you tell it. Go ahead, Basil. Oh, and then we also we noticed that you have itgetsreal.com. We'll do a short commercial for you, so you can tell everybody.
Okay. We'll help you promote that, and we'll talk more about that later. Because
I saw it. And I was looking through your website, and I was like, I love the logo.
I love it.
It's a great looking logo, and I was like, we could totally wear that on the show and talk about the fishing gear. Yeah, and maybe direct people to your website because people love merch.
That's what OutsiderTackleBox.com is we're actually a subscription box company. And we do the podcast for with it, and doing that we actually promote a lot of local companies, a lot of smaller companies up and coming, and so when I see stuff like this is awesome. Because I love that logo, and I'm like, you know what? I would love to help. I would love to help support that, and I would love to help get that out in the public. So
well, people are going to listen to that. It's
vice versa. It's vice versa, man. I love what you guys are doing as well, man.
Well, I other than Paul sucks.
So yeah, we have quite a bit of a following. We have over 2,800. Downloads to the podcast, so people are going to hear your
worldwide too, because we got people in the Philippines that listen. We got every
mostly in the states.
Mostly in the states, but we got people in Europe, and Philippines, and Canada, and Mexico. We got people all over, man.
Tommy likes to be internet famous, but go ahead and tell us about that fish story, and then we'll talk about the website.
All right, go for it, Basil.
All right, so it started off as a tutorial. I was showing people on my web series, It Gets Real. So I was making an episode showing a tutorial of how I set up my trout rig, which is a Carolina rig, and was doing basically a challenge on a $10 Walmart pole, a Zebco slingshot. So I'm like, I just wanted to tell beginners out there, that you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a pole to catch a fish. So it was just started off as a demonstration, at a lake called Don Castro in Hayward, California.
Okay.
It's a small little recreational park, but started off, and it was a couple of hours in, and we wasn't catching anything. And since it's a small lake, it gets pretty crowded once they stock it. So after one spot to another, we managed to get up on the dock, and shortly after getting up on the dock, I landed a 7.37 pound rainbow trout, my PB, man, my personal best.
That is awesome.
I was using some Pink Lemonade Berkeley Turbo Dough.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And I used some Procure extra scent. So I put some of that up on there because we were getting some pretty rainy weather, and the water was real muddy and murky. So wanted to use something bright and give it some extra scent on there, and ended up landing that bad boy. And yeah, I actually have the video up on YouTube if you guys are interested in seeing the actual footage of that fight.
I would love to see that.
Tell everybody where to find your YouTube.
It gets real. ITGETSREEL, all one word, no spaces, on YouTube. Search that, and you can find that video.
Nice.
Okay, we'll put that on your description for your podcast later. It gets
awesome,
real on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome,
Get
man.
to subscribe, man.
That's it, man. That's
Hit
awesome.
The subscribe button. That's right. So tell us a little bit about your website, itgetsreal.com. Tommy and I have taken a look at that, so tell everybody what you have on there. And, we'll make sure to put that on your post as well and direct some traffic to people looking for fishing merchandise. You got shirts, hats, a little bit of everything on there.
We have a lot of stuff: coffee mugs, phone cases, socks, tote bags, backpacks. I mean, it gets real. It's really catered to the entrepreneurs. I want to honor the entrepreneurs because on side of this clothing brand and the web series and all that, I'm a barber and an aspiring rap artist. So throughout all walks of life, I know how tough it is to try to get things off the ground. So I kind of wanted to empower everybody that takes that leap of faith and tries to pursue their dreams and their own businesses. So what I try to do is have the web series is interview small business owners and entrepreneurs, whether they just shoot videos or they're barbers or rappers or aspiring artists themselves, just to get them some kind of exposure. And I'll do a brief interview over fishing and let them get their promotion on.
We'll be on the show.
Hear their struggles.
See, you can talk to two idiots. You can talk to two idiots on the podcast.
Yeah, Tommy spends all mine. Like Tommy and I bootleg this thing. It's mostly my money, but Tommy does put his money there too.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's like maybe 95.5.
Hey, whatever.
It's like 98.
You don't have to get all
98.2.
You don't have to get all technical or anything. I mean, whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
That's okay.
Yeah, but the brand just came out of that, and the logo of the fisherman is actually a silhouette my son took of me, and I just thought that would be a cool logo.
That's awesome.
I mean, Polo has the polo guy. I'm like, well, what about fishing? We need a fishing guy.
That's it.
Jordan has the jump man. I was gonna say, why not? I mean, if Jordan could do it, I mean, why not Basil? I mean, we have the Basil silhouette. I mean, I could see that. I could see that being put on stuff. Kind of a moniker of my rap name is B Flossy, but I call myself the Flossy Fisherman.
There you go.
Because that's just a part of my get down,
Good name.
So that's the name of the logo, the Flossy Fisherman logo. So
I love how you can have like the Jordan like silhouette, and underneath it says Air, but we'll have the Basil Fisherman that just says fish.
Yeah.
Like, see?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, man. I'm not even kidding you, man. We are 110% behind you, and
My spin on the name is just to maybe do something to do with flavor, like crave or something like that, because it's basil, right? It's an actual herb.
Yeah.
It's just something flavorful, like I would mix something in there like that.
But no, like I mean, we're totally behind you on this. I mean, because that's basically what we do. That's when we started this, we were wanting to help local artisans and people that were making their stuff and trying to come up. And so we decided, you know what, we're going to do this to help those people expand and get out of their garages in a sense.
Yeah, and that's what we still cater to local artisans. So every month we have a monthly subscription box that Tommy and I curate. And so we do have some people who help us put those boxes together. But we often put local artisans. So we hear from our competitors like cheap stuff, and it's like it's people that are at home. They're making these baits. We test all of them just to make sure there's no air pockets, that they float. But we're supporting people just down the street. People having a dream of getting in the fishing industry, and we put them in the box. And we've had some success stories with people who have come into our box and have moved on into their own local stores.
Yeah,
and this will give you a stepping stone just to say I'm already an outsider. Yeah. We have a national distribution, and we also send some boxes to Europe. So if you walk into the store and say, look, I've had my product, it's already out there, it just kind of helps the conversation.
It helps the conversation.
And we love that. So we don't put cheap stuff in our box. We put stuff that is made by people who are at home and putting this together with it's quality.
And like I say this all the time, I mean, we put in big stuff too. We put in brand name stuff too every once in a while. But the thing is like when you and I'm sure Basil understands this too. When you go to like that hole in the wall burger place, that's usually the best burger you'll ever get, as opposed to going to like some fast food chain. So when you go when you get all these like name brand things, you know them. They're there. They're great. They're whatever.
I absolutely.
You know how I know you love how I compare everything to food. Whatever.
You went food with it.
I'm a total fat dude, and I don't give a crap. But
that's great.
But it's the truth though. But it's that little hole in the wall place that's the best, and that's usually what the case is. Like, these guys that make baits and that do their things and that come up out of their garages, they're the ones putting their heart and soul and their blood, sweat, and tears into that.
All right, we're talking to Basil Horton from itgetsreal.com. He has a YouTube that you could find interviews and fishing videos. And his name is, go ahead and tell everybody where to find it again, Basil.
You can find it on itgetsreal.com. You'll find a link to our Instagram and to the YouTube page on the website itgetsreal.com.
Nice. We're gonna definitely post that up on and tag that in the in your post. But don't be surprised if you get a phone call from me, and I want to talk to you about possibly helping support you and your company, and I mean, even if it's something as simple as us just wearing some shirts and some hats or something on the podcast when we do our live feeds and stuff like that, I'm all about it, dude. Yeah. So I'll shoot you a call later on.
Tommy does get recognized every once in a while.
Yeah, I do. It's hard to miss me.
If you have he says 3X shirt. I'm saying it's got to be at least 4, but he squeezes into a 3X.
Shut up. That one time was funny when we supported Zombie Baits, and I had that XL
they only had XL, and Tommy had to squeeze into an XL. It was comedy.
Dude, it was horrible, bro. I look like a pop tube of biscuits, dude. It was just falling out.
He wore it for the show, and it was great. He sat down most of it, but he did stand up for that episode just so people could see that it didn't fit.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
But yeah, we're totally in support of itgetsreal.com, and those of you that are listening, check it out. Basil seems like a really cool guy. He's got some awesome videos. I've seen the website. The website's awesome. He's got a lot of cool products on there. Check it out.
Let's pause for a quick commercial for OutsiderTackleBox.com.
Yeah.
For everyone listening, we have a subscription box for bass, trout, walleye, catfish. We have a mixed species, and our main box that most people purchase is $19.99 per month. We do have a grab
shipping.
bag. It's free shipping in all our boxes now. A grab bag for $10 that we send out monthly. We do have Name Your Price, where it's our price match guarantee there. So if you got a subscription box from another company, you can go on Name Your Price and tell us how much you're paying there, and we'll match it. And if you're just going to use that for purchasing a box, our minimum order price for Name Your Price is $16 a month. And the retail value there can vary from $25 to $35.
Yeah, or you can, and like I said, I was going to say the $19.99 box. That one has a value of
$40.
40 plus. So that's
weekly bids. So we auction off boxes every week on our weekly bid section on outsidertalkbox.com. And we have Basil Horton on the line. He's telling us our fish story. And you could reach him at itgetsreal.com. He has fishing merchandise, and follow his YouTube channel. He's got quite a bit there. So
and just so you know, Basil, when I get off this, when we get off the air, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look up that video on that fish. I want to see that fish, because you know the I mean, I've caught one bigger than well, it was actually about that size, but I was just telling another gentleman earlier in the day that I had caught one at the place where he was fishing at, and that one was like 6 point something, 6.5, something around there. And I mean, that took me for a ride, because I knew what I was fishing. I was fishing about 4-pound test, and I mean, it was just wild. That was just wild. So and the fact that you were doing the $10 Walmart fishing pole challenge, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I love that challenge. We should go do that, by the way, Paul. But it's you don't even know what's
major fun.
Yeah, and you don't even know what's on that reel. Like, you just kind of like, you know, it's a total, you know, hit or miss type of thing.
Well, we're gonna send you some free stuff, Basil. Just message us offline. We just need to know where to ship that. You get some free stuff for coming on the show. Thanks for being a good sport about it. We'd love to be on your show as well.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man.
Oh, and thank you for being here, man.
Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you. The honor was ours. We love what you're doing. We love that you're an entrepreneur, Tommy. That hits home with me and Tommy. You know, we struggle through this thing every week. It's a hustle, and so, you know, we know what it's like. And
Life
so
is a hustle, brother.
we love that you're doing that for people, just so they could tell their story. And so come back on the show anytime. Just continue to send us in photos. You know,
Definitely.
People love hearing fish stories. So if nothing else, they could see where you're fishing, catching fish. And we don't always head up to San Jose, but we do hit the road. It's our first road trip coming up.
We're going all the way up to Oregon.
We're going up to Oregon. We're making a guest appearance there, and they're having a party for us.
Yeah.
And so
cool.
You know,
we're gonna get free beer and barbecue. I was there.
Yeah, we got a beer.
I'm gonna be there.
We got a beer sponsor, and luckily one of us here, like Tommy's internet famous. Not me yet, even though
I'm gonna be up there signing autographs and taking pictures and kissing babies. You know, doing the whole bit. But you know, Paul will be there holding my bags, because that's what he does.
I'm all for it. Like, you know, it doesn't matter that we started together. People like Tommy.
I'm awesome.
Let's do it. You know,
they look at you and they're like, that guy looks like a nerd.
I don't. It doesn't even matter.
Tommy's like a fat, happy dude. Like, you know, Paul looks like a nerd.
If somebody's having success, it's awesome. So, but thanks very much. Come back at any time. From all of us here at Outsider Tackle Box, tight lines.
Tight lines, buddy.
More.
Have a great one, man. Enjoy your Saturday.
I will do. I'm about to get out and cast some lines right now.
There you go. That's the only way to live life, brother.
Take care, Basil.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great one, man. Take care.
All right, man. Y'all too, man.
All right. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.
That's awesome, dude. I really enjoy talking to Basil, man. He seems like he's a cool cat. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's got a good plan on it.